Welcome to the Leelaverse. This is the Appy Hour where we get appy with apps, and I learned something. Maybe this is just a new thing since the latest versions of iOS have come out, but I'm pretty sure my iPad is always charged when it's connected to all of this stuff, but now it doesn't seem like it's charging anymore, and that had almost disastrous consequences on Saturday with Flowerfest. But I broke out of my dead iPad problem and I managed to knock it out of the freaking park anyway, apparently, according to the important pundits, i.e. the commenters and the viewers. Here you go. I'm bribing the cat. Let's say hi to the folks who are in the front row. I love to give you some props. It's Thomas Christ. As always, the magical mod, the legend of Lynx, the person who's always giving you the things that you could just get for yourself if you just, went like this. And did that QR code. There's Kubrick Lover 1972. Hello, nice to see you. Or on your phone. Live to Fly channel. So good to see you. I found out I was unsubscribed to you when somebody sent me over to your channel and so I could watch your latest cool video. Nice. Let's see. Jim Shannon is here. So good to see you. And Heathen Granny wants to torture me with kittens. Okay. John Swanson's in the house. Nice to see you. And let's see. We may have Leela's Linktree for all things Leela. Woo! There it is. Yay! The pie's going crazy. Let's give her one more set. Because I found out the dog's been eating her wet food, so she does have a few extra calories. I mean, she gets some of it, but apparently he finishes it off and licks the plate clean. So, what? So crazy. Super chats and super stickers are welcome. All these things, and those are all right over there in the QR code if you need. Legend of Lynx, magical mod, prolific, awesome musician. I was just trying to remember what app you did last. Hey, Barry, happy Monday to you. So today I deliberately did not even look at this app because I want to just play, because I partially just want to figure out how to make some of my own loops to use and one-shots. So loops obviously are looping. Let me get the star of the show, besides the pie, obviously. The pie is the number one star of the show. And then next comes iPad Isla. And here she comes. Doop, 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 doop. There, I'm in my corner. Sweet. All right. So, loops and samples. First, we're just going to do that. What is the difference between a loop and a one shot? I'm sure you can figure it out, but let's play. In music production, a loop is a repeating section of audio that's designed to be played over and over, while a one-shot is a sample that's designed to play only once. Shocking! Loops are often used to build the foundation of a song like drum patterns or melodic riffs, while one-shots add individual sounds like a kick drum hit, a cymbal crash, or a vocal sample. They're supposed to loop seamlessly. So this is what the very important part right here is, that they need to be able to loop and play repeatedly without a noticeable transition. They often contain rhythms, melodies, or chord progressions that are intended to be repeated. One-shots, on the other hand, are single audio events that are intended to be played only once. They might be individual drum hits, sound effects, or vocal samples. Loops are frequently used as the building blocks of a track, while one-shots are added on top of the loops to create a more complex arrangements and to add flavor to the music. In fact, let's take a quick look at my favorite looping app, Launchpad. And I'll show you that there is, let's go, alternative indie. Boom. Oops. Well, that's not, it occasionally crashes. Maybe it won't crash if I just open. No. Let's make this work. And then next we'll head over to, damn. I hate when it does this to me. But I'm going to need it. I'll probably need it later. Or I'm just going to open whatever until something works. There we go. So, right. Now, here we go. This is a loop. That's halfway through. And see how, whoops, let's do that again. And you'll see how when it starts over again, so it's harder with melodies sometimes because a drum might be like, seeing all these are just fun, right? Now we're going to throw in a one shot. There we go. Then we get evolving. So you see what so that's basically everything, everything on the two columns to the right are one shots, and the ones to the left, the rest of the to the left are all loops. Okay, now, hey, Live to Fly channel. Checking in for reals. Let's go to the App Store and we're going to talk about the app that we're going to use, the Rob Jackson app we're going to use to find, to make some loops and a one shot maybe. Let's do this. Go into my apps. Oops. Hey, there's been an update. This is cool. So let's head over and check that. Sweet. It's just a couple bug fixes. So ANALOGyXS is what I'm going to call it, is a virtual instrument plugin that can run standalone or in any AU-compatible host such as Logic Pro or GarageBand. Oh, ANALOGyXS. ANALOGyXS. Okay. It has the pronunciation right here, and we've all been struggling over it. It's a compact virtual analog 8-voice polyphonic synth with a retro vibe. The synth might be extra small in terms of features, but it's capable of producing some fairly complex sounds normally associated with plugins with dozens of parameters. That's because there's actually quite a lot going on under the hood of ANALOGyXS. Yeah, why? Why? um I wanted to create something this say why make something so simple? And this is what the developer says. I wanted to create something that would allow me to quickly dial in some of my all-time favorite synth sounds. I also wanted to be able to create something for music makers who might feel intimidated or overwhelmed with hundreds of presets, which is exactly why I'm doing this. Alternatively, more experienced musicians might like to drop ANALOGyXS into a track just to get something going with a view to replacing it with something more fancy further down the line. Hope that wherever you are in your musical journey, you'll find ANALOGyXS useful and inspiring. I keep laughing. Rob Jackson. Now, we could go more of his apps like Moodscaper, and let's see which ones if I have. I have Dimensional Chorus. I have yeah, I just have the other Dimensional Chorus, so I might use that to make something like to do I know, pronunciation guide, right? Let's turn off. So let's open up a sweet AUM. That's come on. You want to be in here? Come here. Yeah. She wants to cause trouble. She's so cute. She just wants more treats. There it is. ANALOGyXS. All right. So we'll open up a keyboard, attach it. Pretty cool, eh? Yeah, right? I know. Have fun. Have fun, Easy Herbs. You're gonna have fun with all the uh, analogies that you can. I don't know. What are the notes? You think I'm a keyboard player? What? Do 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 do. Yeah, I have to know what the doots are, right? Hey, some Tex Cows here. Maybe one more. I get one more set of treats, okay? One more. One more, kitty. They're indoor care treats. So they keep her from getting hairballs. It's in the key of F. Whoops. Yeah, we're not doing that. Sweet. So the way that we're gonna do is we're gonna use the recording, and up here, whoops, you don't want to record it. Start. No, stop. Let's name this, and we'll save it. We'll call it ANALOOPS. ANALOOPS. Okay. Granny kittens. All right. So you would pick, so this is like to go with this 100 beats per minute, right? I might have to use something. It might be too awful for me to try to do this myself. Let's do a couple midis just for fun. I'm going to use EG nodes because you can, there's a, like, let's try this. Let's get EG nodes coming in, and then we'll throw in a piano motifs. Because that's something that'll be easy to make a loop. We want her to explode? No, you don't want that. Right. So in here, let's find an arpeggio. we're in, let's get this tempo set up correctly. I'm pretty sure that it syncs. And our scale, let's just use C major for now. So here we go. Now you open this bottom stuff. And let's hide the keyboard for now. So now we can go, we have a C3 major and direction up, inversion. Gives you like some up and downs. We'll just make this, if we want to have it, we could have it be 2 bars long. And we'll have the speed, take to 3. And we'll direction random. And now let's try to play something. Oh. Now this should work. What is wrong? Should be working. Yeah, I think all that's a really good idea. What the actual F here? The channel filter, it's got all the channels, so well, that's not going to work so well. Let's see. Let's do something different then. MIDI out. All right, we'll look at now. We'll come in here and we'll generate something. Let's find our key, C and major. And we're going to find, so it's going to loop just once, and first we'll figure it out. We'll have a third track on, and we'll make 3 little loops right here. Jade Star. That will generate. Now, I'll make 2 more of these, duplicate, and we'll, whoops, don't do that. And then we will direct one, and we'll find a sound that goes with each one. So here you turn the channel filters off, you put 1 on here. On here you come down, you turn the channel filters off, you give it 2 because it's on the channels 1, 2, and 3. So there's your 3. And now we'll solo this. We'll hit I hear nothing. Let's go. I'm like thinking, sorry about that. I'm like, I can't hear anything. It was working. Like the MIDI's not working. See? Oh, maybe. Damn it. That is silly. What is wrong with me? I haven't slept very well since and we know we have a sound there, so I hear nothing. But let's make sure we know. Uh-oh. Now we hear nothing. This is bad. Help. Let's. Uh-oh, people. These new... No, because it won't work for the keyboard either, and the keyboard's attached. This is not good. I'm gonna just, let's just, I'm gonna do a reboot. This is awesome. Just what I needed. So what I did was I hit the volume up and the volume down, and then I held down the power button, and now it's rebooting. Swell. All right. Something is happening. Now I'll plug and replug. Okay. Time for more troubleshooting. So this is a capture card, and that's what I use, and we're going to hop over and we're going to change out my capture card. Okay, so you can see whoa, this is bad. Maybe. Just these ones that they're just generic ones. You have to use the way they work. This is so annoying. You're not learning very much about this app, are you? Oh, there's that little... Yay! Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, this was just a test of the emergency broadcast system. Nice. All right. Back. Okay. How's that? Better? All right. These are just XS string machina, popcorn pan pluck. There's euphoric stabs. Brainstorm prelude. And you just see that the little whoops. Now that's totally different. That's like a, you can see all the different things you can do with it. Detune, sense mod. Hey, stop that. Floaty filtration. But then you could just take the filter and turn it up. It was at 5%. Now it's at 12%. That's pretty. Maximum dramatic effect. I liked that Vox Numana. Big turn on. So you can see how all the different things change it. So this will probably be good for our, so let's go back. Yeah, it sounds yummy. Okay, so now let's hook this up to piano motifs. So once again, what we do is you're connecting, this is the second channel filter, so this is a really plain, easygoing thing. And what we'll do again is we're just going to hop in the presets. I don't have my external keyboard connected right there. Is in the new Koala update, there's a text-to-speech option. Oh yeah, Easy, we have heard. Yeah, let's stop for a second and talk about that. So, like Easy says, so Polval had a heart attack. He had surgery last night. He's in the hospital. He's recovering. He's okay. But do send him energy and good vibes to Sunshine. Yeah, I forgot. Like I thought, I forgot that not everyone is in all of the chat groups that I am in. So just so you know, yeah, it's rough stuff. Hey Domfather, what's up? D major, right on. Anyway, yeah, I was worried all last night. Just kind of slept. I kept like trying to like wake up and I would check all my messages and make sure that I didn't have any, that there weren't any updates. But this morning I heard that he's doing a lot better. So anyway, I know that you, the community, will send your vibes out because you're the best. All right, it's back to work. Ooh, this is really nice. String Machina. Let's pop the other one back in and see. Ooh, that's very nice. Now, there should be a third. This is much more. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Thanks for reminding me, because I forgot that not everybody would know that. So thank you for reminding me. Because we gotta communicate for our fam. Let's try this. Ooh, the floaty filtration's sounding good. But let's try randomize. So this one has detune at 44%, sends at 17%. Hey, Jeremy DeShaw! Let's see what this sounds like with this cool one. So those are kind of pretty. So since this is partly about this synth and it's partly about recording loops, these are going to be loops. So the audio, this is an 8-bar loop. We're going to make sure, let's double check our levels. That should be loud. Maybe just a little louder. See you later, cubes. Yeah, that works. So the important thing to do, and oh, here, yay, I've got my cursor. So good. So in AWAM, you tap, you click on your BPM. I said hi to Jade earlier when she was here, didn't I? My brain is just off still. I've hardly slept at all. It was amazing. So sync quantum. Now we're going to make sure we're going to set this sync quantum to 8 bars. That way there's no chance that we're going to get weird wonky shaped chunkers here, right? So just making sure that we're all the way back. So this means now, and now we're just going to set record to each one of these. And then we're going to hit record, and record will hit the start. And then watch, I just turn the recording back off, but it keeps going. Because it's set to sync for 8 bars. There you go. An exact 8-bar loop. Now let's open this up. Let's go to our files. Let's go to our recordings. Let's go to ANALOGyXS. That's ANALOGyXS, right? So as you can see, I mean, you can't see it looping. So here, I'm going to set this up, okay? there's a thing you can do with this, and this is add a file player. So now we're just going to add a file player that's only the loop. And then we'll first we'll solo it. And then we'll open up loop on, sync on. Boom. And then now we come on. See? Right? Let's see. Let's find one. Tap to load. Let's see. Do I have my What's This drum breaks in here or... Oh, then they're in samples. Samples. There they are. Nope. Why? Where's my brakes? This is making me mad. Maybe they're in... Oh, there they are. Whew. Let's see. Let's get 90. So... this time we're going to hit back. We're going to go loop and sync. Original BPM is 90. So now it'll be sunk. Yeah, so watch. Whoops. I have to solo them both. Transport, yeah. See, it doesn't matter, it knows. Really cool. See, so now you've got a loop that works. There you go. I'm just gonna, let's mute those. And now we'll look. Yeah, those files do get wild. Get wild. All right. So now let's take off piano motifs. Let's try this EG nodes again. Now let's see if we can get this. So that's an arpeggio, right? Chad, what's up? So we'll hit the record, and once again, so let's not record anything but this one. So we're back at the transport is back at 111. And now let's just hit record. And now I already hit stop on the recording, but it's just going to keep recording 8 bars. All right. So now we come back in. We go to our files, our recordings, and now we have a second recording session. Now we set this, we use our thing, we set this as a file player. Now, go back to that beginning. And we're just going to hit all of these. We're going to let those play, and then we're going to mute out this. And so we'll go back. Oh yeah, you have to make sure it's set to loop and sync. Hey, Mini Vibes, nice to see ya. All right, so that was fun. And now you can do, I wonder what would happen. Let's solo this number 1 again. And let's change this, what we've got here, this arpeggio. Kitty, sweet. Hey, covered by CQ, you're here. Very nice. Or you could actually just come in and then you could make a new arpeggio. You could have it be 8 steps and a 6th speed and make it 4 bars long. And now it's totally different. So now we could go back and a 4-bar long loop we could make, so that'll just be 2 repetitions in 8 bars. Once again. All right, now we're finished recording. I probably shouldn't have kept using the same thing. Hey, it's Mr. Smith and UFC Baba. Welcome, everybody. Good times, good times. Right on. Yeah, so we can come back in. Let's randomize again. And then we'll make one more arpeggio. We'll change it. We'll keep the direction random. We'll use 9 steps. We'll use 1/4 speed. And we'll leave it at 4 bars. It's still a C3 major. So add just a smidgen of swing. We'll take this inversion to plain. All right, we're ready. We've got a new sound. Let's test it. Sweet. All right, we're back. Ooh, that sounds really nice. All right, now we're gonna hit that record button again. We can just unhit it because hey, Ed Zielinski, welcome. All right, so now we've got another. We'll mute this again. Now we've got 2 more loops to hang in. So come back to files. And this time we'll just add file player. Which one is this? Damn it. Which one did I just do? This is ANALOGyXS 3. All right. Then there's 4. All right. Add file player. So we've got all these different things rolling. We make sure we turn on loop and sync. Loop and sync. all the way back. And now let's see what happens. We'll play 32, so we... I know, that's so funny. Many vibes, totally. It's like emulates analog. So fun. So, since we've got all these, I think there's something else I want to do here. So let's take this and let's get rid of this node. Delete node. So let's add a new node. So let's see. Let's use one of these generative ones, right? And we'll set it once again to a C major scale. And we want it really slow. And we want it in harmony. So that means we're going to make a... Then, of course, we're going to toggle it on. And then we need to find... let's change this mute to solo once again. And now we'll... Let's find it randomized. Or let's go through, let's see. Oh, this floaty filtration, I've wanted to use this. So let's see. Let's just play with it a bit. Let's turn the phaser down just a smidge. We'll turn the reverb down just a smidge. We'll just turn the filter up to 9%. Wow, that changed it a lot. Wow, that sounds beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna find... And then I'm gonna show you, we're gonna do a one shot with like a blasty sound, I guess. Maybe, well, we'll use something that has a ton of reverb on it, and then so have it be like a swell. We'll use the arpeggio up, and it'll be a riser. Okay. But first, let's quickly record this. And then we push it slow again. So now it's just going to be an 8-bar thing. Hey, Lore Cat. Right on. So now we'll move that to a mute. We'll take this over. Go to our files. Take this new one. Make it into a file player. Send it to loop, sync, all the way back. Perfect. All right, now let's make a one shot with an arpeggio. because we'll be toggling it on. Then we're going to have to watch real carefully. So let's get this frequency 8. Oh, no, that's right. We got to get rid of this. Real shortly, we're going in to Jade Star's going to show a couple new sound packs for Compose Audio. That's what's going on. And on Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm going to be looking at YouTube Studio. So we're just going up this time. And let's do up 16 steps, speed -8, bars 4 bars. So let's take it, and we're going to go with 8, and then I'm going to stop it. Oh, hang on, let's get a sound. We're just going to hit random and see what happens. Randomize. Woohoo, this is going to be and then whoops, we're going to solo. And then let's put the other Rob Jackson app on. It's called Chorus. It's there we go. Dimensional Chorus. And we'll just leave that. And now we're going to make something by turning this on and off at the very, so it's toggled on. Now it's moving. So we're going to hit it. Now we're going to go on. Whoops. Whoop, there's no tail. That's dumb. I changed my mind. I don't like that. I say what we do instead is use the built-in keyboard, and we'll Dimensional Chorus, mode 3, dark. And we'll see what we're going to add. We're going to use one of these pad sounds. Grainstorm Prelude. All right, let's find this. Group the loop. We could just do a chord. All right, let's record it. Boom. There it is. This one, of course, you have to start. But, okay, so it's now 8 bars long. And because it's a one shot, you start it at the beginning. We'll start it as a file player. And this time we're going to sync it, but we're not going to loop it. Now, we'll unsolo this, and we'll unmute this. Oh, actually, let's mute. We'll mute the drum. Let's just use a couple of these things to start with. This. We'll just leave 2 things. Now we'll go. Well, a loop, we did this at the beginning, many vibes, so I can just tell you quickly. A loop is something that's meant to repeat seamlessly, and a one shot is something that's meant to just go on over something, and so it can be kind of weird or wonky. But yes, you can absolutely do what Easy Herbs is saying. You can divide a loop any number of ways, like isolating hits or series of hits or anything like that. So we've got about 4 minutes to go to Jade's house. So awesome. I hope you guys learned something. We showed you some of the neat stuff that was in ANALOGyXS. And I showed you how to make some loops and samples with a couple of different things, and you could make it absolutely done like that. So Jade Star's up next with Samara and Symphonic Cello Packs by Compose Audio for Soundbox iOS. And now I'm going to say goodbye to you with my face super quick, and then we're out of here. Hello, I'm back. All right. So, like I said, tomorrow we're going to look at YouTube Studio. We're going to look at analytics and stuff and figure out if it helps you like schedule your videos, and also how to come up the new inspiration and trends tabs. So just to look at those things, and so you can get an idea of just how to get people to look at your videos more, and how to like be inspired by things that are going on out there. Right on. So I will, like I said, I'll see you all over at Jade's. And as I always say, big, biggest love, and all the peace that you can carry, baby. Bye-bye. See you soon. Thank you so much.